What if I told you that the version of me you see now, the nurse, the mom, the woman who started this channel, was once so deep in survival mode that I used to cry in my car just trying to figure out how I was going to feed my kids. Right now, I'm out here trying to finish up my evening walk after work. And I've been reflecting on some of the biggest lessons life has taught me. And honestly, looking at the thumbnail for this video makes me really proud. In one photo, I'm a pregnant 16-year-old carrying my baby. And in the other, I'm on the cover of a magazine holding that same baby, now grown, and we're both in healthcare. People said I wouldn't make it, but today, I'm a registered nurse with multiple degrees. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing the 5 lessons that helped me change everything and that might help you do the same. But first, I need to go home and get cleaned up.
Okay, so where were we? Right, survival mode. I was telling you how I was reflecting and looking at that thumbnail picture of this video and how I was proud. I'm not proud because I was 16 and pregnant. I'm proud because I'm where I'm at now. Considering the fact that I was 16 and pregnant, I shouldn't be where I'm at now. I beat statistics. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. At one point, I was robbing Peter to pay Paul, using credit cards to pay my bills, and then using my paycheck just to make the minimum payments, only to survive. My paycheck barely covered my mortgage, my car payment, and my bills. Everything else went on credit. Every year, I would wait on my tax return, not to buy myself something nice, but to pay off those credit cards, just to be ready to do it all over again the next year. I wasn't living. I was surviving. So if you're someone who feels like you're drowning, like no matter how hard you try, you just can't get ahead, please keep watching. Because I'm going to tell you exactly how I changed my life and how you can start changing yours too. So let's get back to the video.
Recently, someone asked me, why are you making videos? I never thought I'd be someone who shares her story online, but I realized something. If what I've been through can help even one person feel less alone, then it's all worth it. This channel is a space for reflection, learning, and keeping accountability so that we can continue growing. When I talk about what I've read and how I'm applying it, it forces me to truly understand it. And I hope that by doing this, it can give you new ways to think about your own life too. Let me tell you a little bit about my background. I come from poverty, domestic violence, and a family deeply impacted by it all. I dropped out of high school 3 times. I was a teen mom at 16. I felt forced to get married because of what people were going to say. I was scared, unprepared, and felt completely unworthy of anything better. I lived in survival mode for so long that it became my normal. Even when I finally left the very unhealthy marriage and started a new life with just me and my kids, I remember sitting on my kitchen counter that first night, looking around my empty house, crying, not out of joy, out of fear. Fear of how I was going to take care of them, how I was ever going to keep going, and whether I had what it took to change anything at all. With all this came a very high price to be paid. The stress of all those years didn't just live in my mind, it lived in my body. Over the past years, I've been diagnosed with vitiligo, Hashimoto's disease, PCOS, and now possibly lupus. I've struggled with depression and emotional eating that led to years of on and off weight gain, anywhere from 30 to 60 pounds. Living in survival mode takes a toll. I wasn't sleeping. I was constantly anxious, pushing myself to hold everything together. I was so used to the chaos that I didn't know what peace even felt like. But here's the thing. I never let any of it define me or stop me from finding my way back to health. I was determined, and these last few years I've been learning slowly. I'm learning to care for my health, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually too. As I was thinking about where my turning point was, I realized that it all started with education. College wasn't just school for me, it was healing. Courses like human development and psychology helped me see the roots of my pain and how my upbringing shaped my beliefs. I was literally writing my way through my trauma in essays and reflections. Every paper forced me to think differently, to question old patterns, and to believe that maybe I could create something new. For years, I woke up at 4 a.m. and put on motivational videos from social media while I got ready for the day. These videos became the background music to my life, the mantras that told me I was strong, worthy, and capable even when I didn't believe it yet. It became my lifeline. I didn't have people around me who spoke like that, who believed in growth and change. So I borrowed belief from strangers on YouTube, and over time, their beliefs helped me build my own beliefs. 5 lessons that can help you create a new version of you. Looking back now, I see that the woman I am today didn't come from just one big change. It came from 1,000 small choices. So if you're ready to become the next version of you, here are 5 lessons that changed my life and might change yours too. Lesson 1, start where you are, even if it's from rock bottom. I didn't start from confidence. I started from chaos, from crying in my car, from applying to college after dropping out of high school 3 times, from taking one course while raising 2 kids alone and working full time. Whatever point you're starting from, it's enough. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start right in the mess. That's where real growth begins. Lesson 2, borrow belief until you have your own. If no one around you believes in change, believe anyway. Use motivational videos, podcasts, books. That's what I did. I listened to people like Bob Proctor, Gabby Bernstein, Jim Rohn, and Mel Robbins, and so many others every morning until their words became part of my thinking. Sometimes you have to borrow belief until you're strong enough to build your own. Don't be afraid to do it. Lesson 3, your environment matters. Change it if you have to. This one is huge. The moment I started working in healthcare, everything changed for me. I met people who had goals, who talked about discipline, sacrifice, and purpose. It was the first time that I saw not everyone lives in survival mode, and that I didn't have to either. Those people became my chosen family, and they didn't just support me, they elevated me. Looking back, I realized how true Jim Rohn's words are. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're surrounded by people who are stuck, negative, or unmotivated, it doesn't matter how much willpower you have. It's like trying to swim upstream with weights on your ankles. But when your environment is filled with people who are growing, who believe in something bigger, challenge you to rise higher, that energy is contagious. Your environment will either reinforce who you've been or support who you're becoming. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to change your environment, your job, your home, your friendships, or even the family you surround yourself with, so that it aligns with the life you're trying to create. Because you can't build a new future in the same space that's been holding you back. Lesson 4, reflection creates direction. I spent years reacting to life instead of creating it. It wasn't until I started reflecting through journaling, therapy, college essays, and books that I started to understand myself. When you pause and look back, you start to understand where you want to go. Don't skip the inner work. That's where clarity comes from. Lesson 5, don't just read, apply. I don't just read to feel inspired anymore. I read to transform. Every book I talk about on this channel, I ask myself, how can I apply this to my life? Reading is great, but implementation is where the magic happens. Let the words change the way you show up. That's what Turning Pages is all about. So what does Turning Pages really mean? This channel isn't about perfection. It's about process. It's about reflecting on your life, breaking the cycles that held you back, and creating something new. Turning Pages isn't just a name. It's what I'm doing every day. And I hope it inspires you to turn the pages in your own life too. If you feel stuck right now, I want you to know you're not too far gone. You're not too broken. You can heal. You can grow. You can build a life that finally feels like it's yours. Start small. Start scared, but start, because you're worth it. Let's grow together, one page at a time. If any of this brought any value to you, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.